Well, it's 21st of March, Thursday, and look, I got a new screensaver that I did this morning because we woke up, Dan and I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning to have a delivery at JW Marquez in downtown Miami by 6 o'clock. So yeah, we left the house by 4:30 and we drove down there in Miami. And then while traveling, I decided to change since I removed my purple cover here because they're all like fading for the letters. I couldn't find any letters anymore. So I decided to clean this yesterday, and then I changed the this screensaver from Bart Simpson and other pictures for this one first. And because I like animations, and it's of course the map of the U.S. and with very cute animation, and I love it. So that's what it is. And after that, from Marquise, well, I'm gonna move back to my own here. Focus on me. We set it up on Metropolitan Ballroom from 234. All this arrangement of blend but hydrangeas. So it was like 6 o'clock. Actually, we came there earlier than 6. Then after that, we really got hungry, but I said, let's find somewhere up north when you go up back to West Palm Beach. And, Dan usually has his breakfast at McDonald's. So I said, let's just find a way somewhere near our place. So after driving like an hour, we decided to go to McDonald's on 2nd Avenue in Congress and had breakfast there. And at the same time, Steve called us up, and I said, because he said that if he could just bring him to the Enterprise to rent the cargo, the regular van, the station, the caravan rather. But Dan suggested that he can just drive the cargo van once we go back to the house, and we'll be the one to pick up the Enterprise for the caravan, because they have to return the cargo van anyway. So that's what we did. After our breakfast, we drove back to the house, and then Steve was there, and it's almost like only like before 8 o'clock, and we were really tired, so we went back to sleep, took a nap, and that's really like we feel comfortable. And even Steve, before he left, he went to our room and he gave the which I forgot, the card to use for the Enterprise. So I got a call from Miss Emma regarding the piano lesson for her kids on Saturday. Then I woke up like 10:30 and I got a text message from Robert and Sita saying that Steve has to go to Miami already by 11. So I said we're on our way. We refresh ourselves, and we drove Dan's truck to the Enterprise, and I got the caravan. However, I forgot my bag here, so and then Robert called me up that Steve really needs a car now, so I asked Dan to drive the van and going to the warehouse for Steve while I use his car first and drive back here in the house to get my bag. So that's what I did, and I had forgot my belt, so I have to bring my belt too, and drove back there. Drove back to the warehouse. So when I came to the warehouse, Adish was there. Of course, Dan was there, and Steve just left already, and that was like 15 minutes ago. And then after that, what do you call this? Since Dan has nothing to do, we decided that he'll come back tomorrow for another setup. So actually, Robert came already, and then I asked a favor from Dan if he could drive to the bank to deposit the checks, and we went to Taco Bell for a little light lunch because I know I have to be with Robert to do the lunch then. And then Dan dropped me off. He took the some Boston Prawns that we have for himself, and then he went back to his trailer while I told Robert that I'm planning to, because next week will be Holy Week for us, for Catholics, and decided to do, which we talked about with Dan, that I'll be do cleansing diet. I did that before, so I just have to cleanse myself first, detoxify those things underneath especially my belly, and then just eat fruit and fruit and vegetables, but mostly fruits, to cleanse it thoroughly. But of course I need some protein, so I'll be still doing the spinach shake. It's just banana, spinach, peanut butter, and almond milk with the protein shake itself, protein powder. So we said, well, we have to pick out now. It's about time to pick out first. So we invited Adesh to join for lunch, and he followed us to go, and I drove the jeep going down to House Noodles in Forest Hill for our lunch. So we had Singapore rice noodles. We have the shrimp, something salt pepper shrimp, as well as the shrimp spring roll, and everything is shrimp. But we loved it. It's not really filling, but it's good. I didn't really like, oh, it's so bloated. No, but I enjoyed it, the lunch, and we saved some for Steve. So Adesh went ahead, and we went back to the warehouse, and then Adesh called back saying that he forgot that he had to take the van, because good thing Steve just came when we went to the warehouse, and Adesh came back to pick up the van because he's going to drive it to do the strike for St. Regis and J.W. Marcus, both in Miami, for tonight. So we were stuck by one car, the Jeep, because we left the truck in the house. And I started cleaning up all those files from the invoices for the receipts, and file them up, and all the things that's like really old. I put them in a in box, at least at least not to fill up all those drawers that we have, because it's limited only. So I cleaned them up for the whole afternoon, and by the time, then I even told Steve that, oh no, I haven't told Steve yet at the time. So after, regarding the cleansing diet. So after that, the three of us went to the Jeep, and Robert drove the Jeep, and we went to Pollo Tropical to order some dinner. Went home, and then that's when I told Steve that I'm planning to do cleansing diet next week. So this weekend they're going to attend their niece's baptismal and the brother's birthday for both Saturday and Sunday. I said, don't bring me any cake because I'm planning to avoid carbs, but just do fruits and not much of anything that passes with the heat. I'm just psyching myself. It's hard, but I have to psych myself for a week for that, and I'm ready for it. And Dan is planning to join me then. So I called up Dan. If he said he haven't had his dinner, so I invited him to come over. So what I got from my meal, I shared it to him. And when he arrived, before he arrived, I called up Habs on the phone, and good thing he answered around 6 o'clock in the morning, just to let him know. I said, I know I bothered you for your sleep. It's just like what you did to me when expecting me to do a Skype with you at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, or about 7:30 in the evening there, which is only 7:30 in the morning here. And I told him that my schedule, I usually wake up at 8:30, and then I take a shower and have breakfast before I check my emails or mails for Facebook, before I go to the warehouse. So he realized about that. Anyway, we had an update about ourselves, and of course he's going back to school in Ateneo, a law school there. For bar review on April. So he's starting to do reading some books again, and it's more, the more it gets, as the year passes, it's getting stricter and stricter. So I hope he could make it. So Dan came and he had a chat, and then Dan and I went, after his dinner, we went to his place to get his wallet because he forgot. So I drove his truck to the trailer, and then we went to the dollar store, and everything was dollar. And then it's a nice dollar store that I found we went to, because you can buy only like frozen, like meals and everything for $1. I only bought the what do you call this? The bottled water container to do the roundup to kill all this weeds. So that's what we did, and I was tempted to buy some socks already because I need some socks for $1, and the V8 for 79 cents because I'm going to drink some V8 for vegetables. Then we went back to the house and we watched Glee with Steve and Robert, and it was fun about the guilty pleasures. So I said, what's your guilty pleasure? And Dan's guilty pleasure is eating those gummy bears. He loves it. He cannot help it. My guilty pleasure is having the watching Glee, Simpsons, Glee, and for some snacks, I like this is a delicacy from the Philippines. It's the purple yam. It's called ube in our country. It's ube, but it's pronounced as ube. It's a purple yam. It's like they make it for cake, ice cream, and somehow like a little a pie out of that, which I just have to munch it. It's like like a preserve or something, but I love it. And it's purple. That's my favorite color. So that's my guilty pleasure too. What's yours? Well, you can write it down there in the comment. So after that, we watched Glee, and it was very nice. Michael Matola came, our neighbor, and we had a little chat with them while I just checked because I've been updating already my YouTube for the whole month of February already, so I was able to upload until February 28th. So after this, I'm gonna upload as much as I can until I reach this date, which is 21st. So at least to update myself, because I got lost track already. When I haven't edited, I have no time to edit all these videos that I did. It's just simple editing. So after that, Michael Matola and Dan left already, and I said goodnight to them. And because we have to, another day for tomorrow. So after this, I'm gonna go to sleep already. I'm freaking tired. But I have to upload this first, or whatever I can upload. So that's what happened tonight and today. It was a wonderful day, and hope to see you soon. Thank you for following. Of course, I'm gonna see you again, and thank you for following my journey. So this is Louis saying good night. Oh, by the way, I posted everything on the picture for my profile that Ron took me here on Facebook. So check it out on my new profiles. Thanks, bye.